What's up, Calabar? What's up, Niger? Welcome to the Elephant House podcast. I am your host, Michael George, and with me here is a very interesting person. That's Mr.
Aboli.
Mr. Aboli, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm very happy to have you here. You know, we have been told or informed that you are the coordinator of the Only Human Development Initiative. And for a fact, we have been seeing a very nice work that you and your team have been doing in the city of Calabar and even beyond Calabar. About 2 months ago, I saw pictures and videos of people who were learning how to sew and I think how to do makeup at Abbey, a community in Abbey. And I learned that it was also sponsored or empowered by the Only Human Development Initiative. That's wonderful. I really want to commend you guys. And there's something that really crossed my mind. That's when you guys went to feed the less privileged somewhere in Calabar, those Colombo boys, as they call them. So what's really motivated you to do that?
Well, we sabi say to dey kind to person na one of the best thing we fit do for person. And if you be person wey dey frequent Calabar where they waka about, especially for around cultural center area and the ASICs, you go notice them wey go grab you for clothes like say they no wan let you go at all. And the reason na because dem dey hungry. Aside say e don become part of them to actually beg for their means of survival, the fact say dem dey beg na something wey show say dem really dey in need of something. So Only Human Development Initiative don take am as a kind of initiative on their part to see how they fit take show kindness to these children. And na why we use them as a project that particular day to go feed these individuals then. They really dey happy, and the smile wey we see for their face alone na the thank you we get, and it really give us joy for heart too as well.
Yes, that is a great point he just made there, and it shows that the Only Human Development Initiative are really doing a great job, humanitarian service. And there's something I noticed about what you guys did that day. You know, it's a simple meal. I saw you handing them, I think, is it egg roll or buns and a bottle of drink, juice, something like that. So I say that's a simple meal, but then they are happy. So one thing I learned about that is that when giving gifts to people, you mustn't wait until you have a cow or you have stockfish before you start making meals for them. You can give people simple gifts, simple meals, and make them happy. So there's something I really learned from there, and I want other people, our viewers, to also learn from that. There should be giving to people, not waiting until they have an abundance. The little you have, you can also share with those ones who are in need. So, Mr. Aboli, you see, every NGO have their SDG goals. So, what is the SDG goal of the Only Human Development Initiative?
Like you don't talk, na non-governmental organization, and Only Human Development Initiative, they focused on youth empowerment. Also, they focus on creativity. We sabi say na one thing for person to go school, na yet another thing for the person to sabi create and practicalize wetin he don learn for school. Only Human Development Initiative, they focus on how you go fit allow wetin person don learn, put them into practice, and then do innovation, creativity. Na wetin we dey focus on with that. In fact, we dey try to promote wetin we dey call the Chinese spirit. Make I tell you wetin I mean by the Chinese spirit. We know say the Chinese here, then they very focused on creativity. Yes. They create plenty things. In fact, they fit duplicate many things as possible.
Yeah. So talking about the Chinese spirit, you know, there is one comedian that made mention of him approaching a Chinese man to minister to him. He was a man of God actually. The guy said that he asked the Chinese man, "Do you know Jesus?" And the Chinese man said, "Oh, I don't know Jesus, but if you give me a sample of him, I can produce 5,000 pieces for you." You see, so that was funny actually. But the idea there is that the Chinese people always think about production. So I'm so happy that this NGO, the Only Human Development Initiative, actually have an SDG goal that encourages people to be productive. Yes. So you guys are doing good. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. The Chinese are actually very productive. In fact, they are already in year 2050 already, because they have so much innovation. You will see their students, young children, even as low as in primary school, they are already building calculators. And they do calculators and different other things, even robotics.
I used to see it too. Yes.
Yes. So only now they try to imbibe this same particular spirit where the Chinese they get. They try to see how people wey dey for Nigeria here, people in Cross River here in Calabar and the rest of the world, fit continue to dey do practicals apart from say dem go school, and they build things too as well. We get different things wey Oli also dey propagate. For example, we get arrangement where students dey learn how to take couple back phones and repair phones too, and several other things. We even get somebody now wey don even already build one particular motorcycle. In fact, I go tell you the name later, but the fact just be say people dey do innovation, and na wetin we dey try to buy be that. So we hope say the government too go support this arrangement, because if the government no support the arrangement, e go just be like something wey fit just die quick. We need support from the government too, so that our young ones go fit see how they fit take do practicality for wetin dem dey learn. They go fit put their sense wey God don give them and create plenty things wey go dey useful, but not only themselves but also for the economy too as well.
Thank you very much. Do you know the reason why I rang that bell?
Abeg, tell me.
Okay. The reason why I rang that bell was because you made mention of a guy who have produced a bike here in Nigeria. So that is very innovative. He might not be the first, but then the step he has taken is a very bold step that if the government should look into it, it will definitely, bring up into something very productive. A lot of people can go to that space and start doing wonderful things. So now, Nigerian government, what can you say about this Holy Human Development Initiative and their innovations? I think it is high time for us to look into this area of production and see how our curriculum will no longer be limited to theoretical aspects only, but also the main practical. Please, let us support the Holy Human Development Initiative. These NGO are really doing wonderful well. Understand? They're doing great. So let's support them and see how these great works go beyond the shores of Nigeria, Africa at large. So in the words of Yemi Osibanjo, he said that we must consume what we produce and we must produce what we consume. So I think the Holy Human Development Initiative are encouraging these words by putting it in action to the little things they are doing. Now, concerning this Chinese spirit you mentioned of, how can Nigeria be or emulate these Chinese spirits?
Like as I don talk earlier, the reason why we make reference to the Chinese spirit na because they're very innovative. They know they only they learn, but then they create things. And like I talk earlier before, China don dey for 2050 already. We still dey back, and the practicality wey dem dey put into wetin dem dey learn, and wetin don make them dey very superior. Yes, we just tell ourselves the truth. Dem dey very superior. Now, the Holy Human Development Initiative want make the youths here get that same kind of spirit, not just to go to school, the 4 walls of the school, and learn wetin dem fit learn, and after that don finish, but put them into practice. They go practicalize them. They create things too. We get plenty young Nigerians wey get sense, wey get the ability to create new things. You see innovations wey some of these young ones dey do. We dey very surprised. Now we want them to also put into practice what they are creating, showcase it, and that is what only they try to showcase. So they try to put them for the forefront too. And we dey very certain say young ones too fit learn more as long as they continue to put wetin they don learn into practice too.
So do you think that the Nigerian government can or will ever encourage production in this part of technology, this area of technology? Do you think that they will ever encourage such?
Well, every growing nation, every growing country don't thrive only because the government too don't actually support them. So people for other countries too don't even try to make progress too. For example, we get just example for our neighboring country here, Burkina Faso. They don't thrive much to improve in technology, and they do cars too where we say don't do well in advance in technology.
Yes. I want that one.
So even for Nigeria, I don't see some people we don't do toy aeroplane. They don't do different things, even vehicles too as well. But we don't really sabi them because I would say the government too don't really support them like that. So we expect say if the government really support these different branches of people wey don dey put their skills for their head take build things like that will really go far as a country too as well. Make them put wetin dem don dey learn into practice, and well, they talk say Nigeria na be the giant of Africa. Make these giant strides really show for wetin we don dey do so far.
That means we really need to show workings.
Exactly.
We really need to show workings. Yeah. That will now help us or make us call on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who have promised that he during his campaign that the youths of Nigeria who are doing Yahoo, he will now convert their knowledge into improving in technology. So here is the time when he needs to come and fulfill that promise by helping these youths to advance in technology, not just in the software aspect, but also in the hardware aspect, in the production. You can start by assembling. Please, I really like what you guys are doing, and I hope that the country or the nation or the presidency will see what you're doing and support it. You know, I have been opportunity to work with the Holy Human Development Initiative. I've joined them in various outreach, and you know, I love their vision, their SDG goals. They are actually captivating. You know, when we talk about SDG goals, which is youth empowerment, it's really captivating, and that also drawn me into supporting and volunteering in empowering youth. You know, there are a lot of people who we taught how to repair phones, of which I also tutored them. I can repair phone myself. I am an artist, and I've been able to teach some young ones on how to draw and on how to do some small sculpture work. That's what we do. From there, they'll grow up and they'll have that mindset of production, and that's how they'll build up. So I love what they do.
I agree, that's true. You really support us, and we appreciate your effort, and we hope say you continue to spotlight us too for the media space here, so that people will get interest for the work we do too. If possible, they would like to volunteer for any of our activities, and they're free to join us too. And also people too would like to sponsor the activities we only too they do. We will really too appreciate the work, because just like Mr. Mike here, they really do well for Olive, and we appreciate you very well. I beg, continue to support us.
Thank you very much. I'm honored. Honestly, I'm honored, and it has been a great privilege working with the Holy Human Development Initiative. So if you are also interested in supporting and working with the NGO as a volunteer, feel free. The space is open for you to come and support. And for those ones who want to support financially, the NGO really appreciates your financial donations. And we'll also spotlight the NGO's account number where you can make your donations to. Thank you very much for being a part of this program. Love you. See you next time.